Concussion is one of the most common deployment-related injuries. There are many ways to get a concussion in a war zone, but blasts are the most common cause. The single most important thing you can do after a concussion? Get prompt medical attention, because a post-concussion exam could save your suffering or even save your life. A concussion is serious business, no matter how mild or severe. And while many symptoms usually clear up quickly, some can linger for a long time. Full recovery is possible in most situations, but not without time and hard work. In this video, we will look at the 7 major recommendations for long-term success and recovery. They can be learned and practiced in any order. You must resolve to get better, educate yourself and your family, cope with symptoms, observe healthy habits, value your safety, engage your support system, and reach out for help for you and your family. There are exercises for each of these recommendations in the concussion workbook found on this site. Resolve to get better. Sounds simple enough, but this is a tough one for a lot of service members. This one is all about accepting the reality of your injury and being realistic about what you need to do about it. Odds are you will get better over time, especially if you're willing to work at it. Try making a list of things that have changed for you since the injury. Then talk with people who know you to see how realistic your list is. They may have even noticed things that you have overlooked, which can then be added to your list. Don't expect to be back to 100% overnight. You've really got to take this one day at a time. And try to make peace with the frustration you may feel, because realistically, frustration may be your constant companion for a while. It's natural to feel upset and powerless. But remember that just like every other part of your body, your brain will heal, slowly but surely. It's true that knowledge is power, so do what you can to arm yourself with education about concussions. Learn how the injury affected your brain, and develop clear expectations of the problems you may experience as a result. And learn what it takes to get better, for yourself and for those around you. You've already started that education process by watching this video. The more you understand what happened to you and what to expect in your recovery, the better, for everyone. Your friends and family need information too. They may be worried that they don't know how to help you, or they may get angry and discouraged at your struggles. So encourage those close to you to learn more about concussions. There are links on this website to more information. The symptoms from concussion fall into one of 3 basic categories: cognitive, emotional, and physical. You may be experiencing just a few of these difficulties, or you may have several. Make a list of the ones that bother you the most, the ones that make your life most difficult, and discuss your list with your healthcare provider so you can map out a treatment plan together. Here again, there are quick tips and workbooks here at afterdeployment.org that may be helpful to you in coping with your symptoms. Healthy body, healthy mind. The connection is indisputable. So keeping healthy as you recover is vital, even more so than usual. First, it's important to discuss the return to an exercise program with your doctor prior to engaging in any physical activity. Then, exercise as much as your doctor allows. Blood flow to the brain is a very good thing for healing, and exercise makes that happen. Next, what your doctor says goes. It's really important that you follow through with your prescribed treatment. If you're on prescribed medications, use a pill case to help stay organized. Set an alarm to remind yourself to take them on time. Write your medical appointments on a calendar. Basic stuff, but all the little positives add up when you're in recovery. Next up, don't drink alcohol or take any drugs that haven't been prescribed. Alcohol and drugs just complicate the healing process and slow your recovery. And seek support if you need help to quit. You're more likely to succeed if you let your doctors or friends and family help you. Eating well is critical too. Try to eat a healthy, balanced diet, including the minimum daily requirements of vitamin B especially. Nutritious food is brain food. Also, get plenty of rest. Your healing brain needs plenty of downtime, so that means making sleep and rest a top priority. Try to get at least 8 hours a night, and rest during the day if you need it. If you've returned to work or school, you may need to schedule breaks for yourself and your brain during the day. Your mind and body appreciate predictability while healing, so follow a routine as much as possible. Eat regularly scheduled meals. Go to bed at about the same time every night, and try to wake up around the same time each morning. And last, but certainly not least, have some fun. Fun is a stress killer, and your brain will thank you. Between the pain and the stress of recovery, it's easy to forget how important fun is or how easy it can be. Take a walk, talk to a friend, send an email to a combat buddy. The point is, fun can be simple, and it's important to your recovery. One of the most important parts of your treatment is avoiding another concussion. Once you've had one concussion, you're 3 times more likely to get a second one. And once you've had 2 concussions, you're 8 times more likely to have a third. With each injury, recovery will be slower and the symptoms may be more severe. So, you need to be proactive and do what you can to avoid another head injury. Adjust your headrest. Wear your seatbelt. Only drive sober. Wear a helmet. Use protective gear. Avoid dangerous activities. These may sound like obvious steps to take, but unfortunately, many people put themselves at greater risk by ignoring them. The fact is, you are your own best defense against another concussion. Deployment is tough enough on relationships at home, but add an injury, and maintaining healthy relationships with family and friends can feel very challenging. Sometimes friends or family members feel awkward because they don't know how to help or be supportive. Other times it's the service member that is embarrassed or worried after an injury and will withdraw. Whatever the cause of strain, you and your family and friends need to work towards strengthening those bonds, because healthy relationships are key to your healing. You need a support system. If you're having trouble in this area, a counselor or therapist may help, or maybe someone from your religious community, or just a trusted friend. Make your support system a priority and encourage those around you to do the same. The first and most critical place to reach out is to a medical professional as soon as possible following the injury. Only a physician can diagnose a concussion, and the key to that diagnosis is a face-to-face interview where detailed information about the injury is gathered. Your doctor may order imaging tests, such as CT scans and MRIs as well, to clarify their diagnosis. Once your doctor has made a diagnosis, they can work with you to develop a comprehensive treatment plan. Additionally, several organizations around the country help service personnel and their families following concussions. From doctors and therapists to support groups and rehab services, there are lots of good resources available. Now, if you don't have a doctor and need to find one, there are national outreach numbers on the upper right portion of this website's homepage. And there are links on this site to more information about TBI. There are also videos on this site on related problems like depression, anger, and post-traumatic stress. You can also find more help on the website for the Defense and Veterans Brain Injury Center, dvbic.org. Recovery from a concussion takes time and effort, but it is possible, likely, in fact, if the injury is not too severe. Don't try to do it all yourself, though. Remember to get good medical advice and call on your support system often. So be realistic and be patient, and be open to help from those around you. You can get there, little by little, day by day.